Good afternoon. Actually, good morning still. 10 more minutes. We're going to have lunch with Rob. Check it out, folks. Rob's homemade chili. And we got some bread right here. And we got a soda right there as well. And that's the chili. Yeah, that's my chili. Um, we're going to be eating that while I talk to you guys, okay? So, what we're going to do today, may have some guests on here, invited a few people. We'll see if somebody wants to pop in here. And anyone, if you want to beat Rob, um, picks, we'll have invite one guest a week to beat Rob at the picks, okay? And we'll see what happens there. First off, big news. Well, it's not big news, but it is news out of Oakland. Retiring A's reliever um, Trevor May. Yesterday, he retired after let's see how many seasons about 9 seasons, okay. And boy, oh boy, Trevor May had a lot to say. 34 years old, career 4.24 earned run average, 520 strikeouts in 450 innings. But Trevor May had a little bit to say. Now that let's take this in quotes, okay? And we'll start to quote. Now that it is official, to the A's organization and every single person who's a part of it, I love all of you. Every single one of you, except for one guy. And we all know who that guy is. Sell the team, dude. Let someone who actually takes pride in the things they own something. There's something, there's actually people who give a shit about the game. Let them do it. Take mommy and daddy's money somewhere else, dork. He keeps on going here. He's not done. And also, if you're going to be a greedy fuck, own it. There's nothing weaker than being afraid of cameras. So there's one thing I really struggled with this year was not just eviscerating that guy. Do what you're going to do, bro. Whatever. You're a billionaire. They exist. You guys have all this power. You shouldn't have any because you haven't earned any of it. But anyway, whatever. Let's get Bob in here too. We'll let Bob join us. Hold on. Welcome, Bob.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Finishing up um, a statement being made. Let's get back to it. You should but the reality is you got handed everything you have, and now you're too soft to stand in front and take responsibility for anything you're doing. You're putting hundreds, if not thousands, of people out of work that have worked somewhere for decades, and you haven't acknowledged that at all. Just be better. That's all we're asking. Just be a human being. End of quote. I got you, Tim. No problem. That's Trevor May talking about John Fisher. His mom and dad own the shop. If you ever went to the malls, it's called Gap. They own the Gap, and he's just simply saying the guy is not leadership material, and that's what's happening there. Bob, I've been wanting to have Bob on here, and I know Bob probably doesn't want to talk about this, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Um, what's your comments, if any, you have since the Orioles' early exit? They did not play well in the playoffs, and
No, they weren't playing good near the end of the year, anyhow.
yeah,
I mean,
um,
they just caught a team that's gotten hot. You know, the playoffs is whatever team's hot is going to win. You know,
do you think youth played a little part in it? Just no experience. Do you think it played a little bit of part in it?
I think so.
I think it probably had to. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
Um,
did.
Now the Rangers last night they went up 2 games to nothing on the Astros, and now they're going to Texas to play 3 games.
Yeah,
Can Houston come back and win this series? Win 4 out of 5?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I'll tell you, Texas bullpen has showed a lot of perseverance in this series, especially against some players that are proven. I mean, we're talking about a team that's went to the American League Championship Series 7 years in a row. That's just nuts. In this day and age of free agency, money going here, there, everywhere, legalities, injuries. It's hard to believe that a team would have the power to go 3-4 years in a row, but much less 7.
Right.
In a league that has the Red Sox, the Yankees. I mean the power teams that they have in that league. It's absolutely crazy to me that they're able to do that. And
Yeah.
that really does say something for that.
Well, I think the Rangers had an advantage because when they went out, they got experienced pitching, which the Orioles didn't have. They went out and got Eovaldi and pitchers like that.
Sure.
Right.
DeGrom kind of bit them in the ass, but still they went and tried. The Orioles didn't really spend money when they had that chance.
No, they didn't. They got Gibson and that guy Irvin from Oakland, but they didn't really go out and get major pitchers.
At the trade deadline, you'd have loved to see them get two starters, I bet.
Yeah, well, the guy Carpenter, he didn't do nothing for the Orioles at all. He pitched maybe one good game while he was here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, you said you think Texas is going to the World Series.
I think so.
Philly went up 1-0 on Arizona last night.
I think it's going to be the Phillies in Texas.
Okay. So, Texas, I had the home field in that series. That should be a good series because both teams are hitting the ball pretty well. The Phillies they jumped on Zach Gallen last night. That was nuts.
I mean, the way the Phillies have been hitting homers and all in this playoff, I can't see nobody beating them. I don't see the Diamondbacks beating them.
I think they're going to have a tough time because they've got the pitching, like you say. But the problem is, if they're hitting the ball, when somebody's in the zone and they're hitting the ball, and Zach Gallen is a proven Cy Young runner, they beat him around the park last night. I mean, let's be for real about it.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
he's the best they got, and they whipped him around. Now, what happened the other way is once Wheeler left the game, the bullpen came in for the Phillies, and they started getting hit upon. That's going to be the problem that the Phillies have to worry about. They've got to get 5-6 innings out of their starters, and if they don't, I think they're in serious trouble. And tonight, Nola, that's going to be a good test. These kids can hit.
Right.
Corbin Carroll is probably the National League Rookie of the Year. We'll see. I think he has to be. And I think it's going to be really, really, really tough for the Phillies to go 3-4 innings tonight and shut this team out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll have to see,
Yep. Now, are you watching? Have you been watching NFL or have you not been watching any of the NFL?
I've been watching here and there.
Yeah. Last night, the Cowboys come back and win that ball game.
Yeah, I was switching between the games at between innings. I'd switch back to the football game and back and forth. But yeah, the Cowboys came back and won that game.
Yeah, they did. I'm gonna send.
Just before you came on, I heard the nurse here.
Okay, how are you doing?
I'm doing better. It's a slow process, but I'm getting there.
How's your animals? Are they adjusting to you better? I know at one time there, your cat was all over you because you hadn't been there for a while.
Yeah, well, Cocoon now she's back to the kitchen
Giving
thing,
you space.
What was that?
Yeah, giving you more space, cause yeah.
Yeah,
So he's giving you more space. That is, yeah. I
yeah.
thought maybe he would.
I mean, he was all over.
Yeah,
She was
because
all over me. Now she's back to being in the kitchen window again. I don't see her that much.
yeah,
But the black cat, she's here every
right,
now and then.
right. But the first week after you got home from the hospital, Coon was all over you.
Oh yeah, yeah. She was
Yeah,
constantly
and,
curling up in my.
that's really not like that cat.
No, not really. No, but
So
that's the way it was.
animals adapt, man. Animals have to adapt, and then when they see that somebody's missing or something's not right, they're just like humans. Humans are
Oh
like,
yeah,
okay, we're used to this, we're used to that, and something's not right here, and that's that's what's happening there. So
yeah. I think that's
yeah,
what happened to my one cat after my wife died. Um, she passed away a week later or something like that.
oh really? Your cat?
Yeah, one of the Tabitha. She was a blonde haired cat, and she passed
Right,
away right after she died. My wife
and,
died.
and that was your wife's cat, pretty much. She was pretty real
Yeah,
close.
it was our first cat we had together.
Oh man, that makes sense. Wow, that makes so much sense. Um, would you like to do some football picks this week, and not really want to do football pick?
Nah, I don't feel like it. But but,
Okay,
but,
you
but,
don't have to.
but you can talk about it.
This week, folks, if you want to go against me, go against Rob this week, okay? And then what I'll do, I will if you put it up, you let me know in chat right here. If you come on live with me, Rob, I'd like for you to do a game of payoff pitch. Rob, I'd like for you to do a demolition derby, race. Rob, I'd like for you to do a boxing, Glory Days boxing. Rob, I'd like to see you do that. More wrestling. I will do that if you can beat me. You got to beat me this week, folks. So if you want to come on with me and Bob, come on, go against us, go against me this week. Pick the football picks. You got to. We'll do all the NFL games, and then we'll do 10 college games. And then if you've got a better record than me, then if it's whatever game I've got, if I've got it, I'll play it and I'll show it off to you within the next week before next week's picks. Okay. Let's see the weather here in Virginia now. It's about 61 degrees. It's really sunny, but it's breezy out. It's kind of breezy out here. So
It's 57 here.
is it? And if you look outside, do you see the limbs kind of moving around, or they being
No, we don't have too much wind right now. But the other night, it got really windy because it blew my door open a couple times.
Oh, really?
I had to get up and throw the deadbolt on it so the door wouldn't fly open.
Wow.
But right now it's not. It's not. I don't see anything blowing out there right now.
Now, are you driving at all now, or you're pretty much not driving, going anywhere right now?
I still drive. I still drive to the store or something, or like Thursday I've got to drive to the doctor's office.
Okay.
But that's about it.
And what time do you have to be there? It's not late in the afternoon, is it?
It's a 2:00 game. I mean, 2:00 doctor's
2:00
appointment.
visit. Okay. So you'll be home before dark. You'll be home before dark.
Oh yeah. I don't drive in the dark anymore. Anyhow.
Right. Gotcha. Bob Bryant with us, and he's one of the jabronis here on the Jabroni Network. We hadn't seen him as much lately, but a few weeks ago he had a fall. Keith called 911, had him checked on, and he was actually on the floor at the time. So big shout out to Keith White for that. And then it was a few hours later, weren't you outside or something?
The next day.
Yeah, you were in your yard, but somebody neighbors saw you.
Neighbors saw me, and end up I had a kidney, big kidney stone, and a UTI. So that put me in the hospital, for a week or
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And by that time you were scratching to get out of the hospital. You were wanting to get the
Oh
hell out.
yeah, I was ready to go.
Yeah,
I told the doctor I want to go home, but he wouldn't let me go home right away.
understandable too. Yeah, I got you. Um, right now, if the, if this was the all season starting right now, you're the Orioles GM. The first position that you take care of next year, is it a starting pitching? Is it relief pitching? Is it a position player? What
Starting
position?
pitching would be my number one
Starting pitching. I got you.
go
Which
for.
that's most teams' problems
Right,
anyway.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd go starting, and then I'd go relievers, and we're pretty good on position players. I think.
If you was going to address one of the positions, one of the other 8 positions, where's your weakness at on the team?
I think maybe second base.
Second base. Okay. And who right now is who is your starting second baseman?
Well, it was Frazier, but when they brought Westberg up from the minor leagues,
Mm-hmm.
he started playing a lot of second.
Now, is he better with the bat or is he better with the glove?
He's better with the bat, I think.
Okay, so he's not a real good defensive second baseman.
Well, he's pretty good. So,
Yeah.
but I think he's better offensively than he is defensively.
Oh, okay.
But
So, and you would like to get somebody maybe a little bit better glove and maybe a little bit better average or whatever that's
right,
playing second base. The Phillies right now, I really want them to address the hot corner, third base. I really want them to get somebody. Bohm is not getting it done here in the playoffs. I don't know what they're going to have to do. Edmundo Sosa is not a great bat, but he's played decent defense this year. I hope they don't have to go that route here in the playoffs, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there. We will see. Phillies last night had a 5-0 lead early in the game.
Yeah,
and they gave up 3 late runs, and they win 5-3. But I tell you, they got tested. They had 2 men on base in the 9th inning, and Kimbrel got them out of it. So, and then Bryce Harper hits 2 home runs on his birthday last night. So,
he hit 2 home runs last night. I missed those.
He had 2, so now he's got 10 career postseason home runs with the Phillies. Just with the Phillies, that's not
right.
counting.
Yeah.
He's been there 5 years, so that's pretty good.
Well, the other night I was wondering about him because I think it was the last game against what you call it?
Marlin.
They hit his hit his shoulder or something playing first base.
His elbow with
his elbow, yeah.
Right. With the kid, let's see.
It was who was his name? He used to play with Houston. Freeman. Freddie Freeman hitting.
No, that wasn't him.
It wasn't him?
No. Olson. It was against the Braves. Greg Olson.
Olson, that's it. That's right.
Greg Olson ran by, hit his elbow. Look, and Philly fans are quicker to jump than anybody in the world. This was intentional. Matt Olson. That's it.
Matt Olson, yeah.
That was intentional. That was not intentional.
No, it wasn't.
He was too far off the base. Everything. The timing was terrible. Yes. Nothing was intentional about that play. Matt Olson's going to first base trying to be safe. There's nothing he's doing wrong there. Nothing wrong with that play. It just was happenstance. Nothing was dirty there.
No, what the call was kind of not on the base properly, really. He shouldn't have been.
Bryce was running to the base and hadn't got there. Yeah. B.R. Wells, howdy fellas. B.R. Wells, would you like to come on with us there? I like his photo he's got there. Yeah.
You don't have to work today?
No. Right now I'm kind of in between some things right now. So
Oh,
now,
okay.
yeah. Um, Going to Philly this weekend, so I won't be in
Oh,
that.
okay.
So going to a birthday party. So I won't be home much this weekend. So seeing that BR Wells wants to join us. BR, I think he lives somewhere around the Appomattox area, somewhere in that area. So we're gonna
Hmm.
see if he wants to. Um, I'm eating chili too, guys. This is lunchtime, so lunchtime sports chat with Rob and Bob. So, uh, oh, he's driving at the moment. That's the perfect time to come on. While you're driving down the highway, come on with Rob and Bob. That's a joke. That's a joke. Do not join us if you are driving down the highway. That's never a good time unless your name is Harris Jessup and you're about to run out of gas. If you're about
Yeah,
to run
that's
out of
it.
gas, that's when we want to hear you from.
That's right.
Uh,
Uh,
Harris is a trip. I hadn't heard. Let's see if he's going to be on with us tonight. 7 o'clock on Apple Brian's channel. Um, Anthony Crooks, I sent him a little message. He said, "I'm working, bro. It's 9 o'clock here." I said, "I know. Got to send it to you anyway. It's lunchtime here, so that's why I'm sitting here eating." Um, so
I seen your wrestling thing the other night.
yeah. I've got the AWA wrestling going on now, and I'm going to go and find out who my AWA champion is. So
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do it slowly. I need to do some more videos. I really need to pick it up. YouTube has actually sent me a message saying that I should have more
Con-
videos at once time. So
oh, okay.
yeah, so I may try to pick it up a little bit. So um,
Yeah. Yeah,
we'll
you would send me a request one day, but I didn't get it till after you were off.
that was crazy. Tim said I joined you one time once while driving. Yeah, Tim. Um, yeah, Tim. But BR Wells, I can send BR Wells one. Yeah, Tim Harris likes to run out of gas while he's talking to us. He's like, I don't need fuel. Fuel? What the hell's fuel?
That's it.
Then he says, my car is showing I can get 7 more miles to this tank. me and Keith and Bob are like, okay, find a hill, go down it fast as you can, and roll to the gas pump.
I try to get my gas filled up. When I hit quarter tank, I'm looking for a gas station.
Well, I get a half tank almost. I do it a lot of times.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I usually fill up to about a half tank, and
Yeah.
because I don't really drive that much, so I can go I can go a whole month with $20 or whatever.
Oh, that's not bad then, because you don't drive that much.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Now, do you have to go out there and crank your car up like sometimes just to crank it up during the week or whatever? Just make sure the
No, not
battery's
really.
no?
No,
Okay.
it starts up pretty good.
I have to do it with my riding more in the wintertime.
Yeah, I just have to do that too. Yeah.
I'll fill it up. Right. I got it pretty close to full now. I'm not going to mow my grass anymore this year. And then what I'll do, I'll go out once a week. I'll crank it up and I'll drive it around the yard once or twice. And
Yeah.
once it's not snowing or anything, I'm okay. I actually I found a set of chains I can put on the back of it, but I don't use them at all. But I do have I have things where I can dig into the ground. What do you call it? Um, so when it rains or whatever, it starts getting moisture into the ground and all.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've already ran it around my yard once. I think I'm gonna do it again. Coach Anthony Richardson out for the season. Yes. Real job of Chamberlain. Yeah. If you'd like to come in here with me, you can. Yeah, I was just telling folks a little while ago this situation with the A's pitcher. That was put shame to John Fisher of the Oakland A's. The A's pitcher's name was Trevor May. Trevor May. And I mean, he really did. He just threw the during a Twitch stream after yesterday. He throws the A's owner under the bus. And really, look, if you're a billionaire and you own a team, spend a little money and try to win for your city. Please do that much. Look at what Philadelphia is doing right now. Yes, they're spending money on Harper, Schwarber, Castellanos, Turner, Wheeler, Nola, and some of those relievers, Kimbrel and some other guys. But if you make the playoffs like the Phillies are making it right now, they have bumped the price of tickets four times. So $110 ticket is now $450. $450, and they're selling out. They're not having a problem selling out, guys. Behind home plate now is $2,500. $2,500 for a ticket, and they're selling them. They're selling them. I'm telling you, there's so much money to be made in some of these high market cities, and I'm including Vegas in this. Vegas can make some money if the A's are willing to spend money. If you don't, you're not going to draw anybody. Look at Tampa. Tampa, that was a deadbeat excuse of 2 games when they were hosting the wild card. 8,300 people? You got to be kidding me. 8,300 people, and the way I understand it, 400 people ended up getting tickets for $2 each. $2. So there was just people standing at the gate, coming third inning. They let them come in there before the 5th or 6th inning, where they normally give you, I think 4th or 5th innings when they give you what is the actual attendance. But $2 or $5 or even $10 a seat is crazy amounts. And look, all I can say is if you're in a market as bad as Tampa right now, you don't have but 2 choices. You either need to spend a little more money and really get a team up there that's going to win the division, or you need to move them out of Tampa. That might have to happen. They're moving out of there and going to St. Pete in a new stadium, yes. But is that going to change things? Does it change the environment to the point that somebody's willing to drive 2 hours from Orlando to come watch you play? I don't know. But they need something. They need something. And if they don't get it, it's going to get really, really bad there. And then the owner of the Orioles, he's still in limbo right now to this time. And he's only got 2 months left.
No, they signed a 30-year lease.
Oh, did they sign the lease?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So they'll be there for 30 more years. But the thing is, he's griping about the players he has. He ain't gonna be able to afford in the next few years. They'll be gone. The Rushmans and the Santandars and all that, because it's not a big market city.
Earlier today, I took a photograph here of Stephen A. Smith's top 5 NFL teams right now, and I don't think he's far off. I really think he's really close to what I would have as my top 5 NFL teams currently. Okay, if each team were to play each other on a neutral field, who do I feel is strongest about and why? And right now, to me, the number 1 team out there is the Dolphins.
Yeah, I agree.
I like the Dolphins. They're capable of putting 40, 50, 60 points on the board. And if they have to play down and dirty, they can play a down and dirty game. I like your Dolphins as my number one team right now. My number two team right now would be the 49ers. The Niners, yes, they went to Cleveland. Cleveland is a down and dirty place to play. They played a backup quarterback. Yes, I don't care. I still think you put the Niners out there on a neutral field somewhere in a dome out in the wherever it can be hot, cold, whatever. I like the Niners. Number two. Not my number three team right now. You're not even going to believe this, guys. The Detroit Lions. I like the Lions. I really do. The Lions have proven to me that they can play away from Detroit. That used to be their gripe. You used to say, well, they can win 6 at home. They'll go 6-2 at home, but they'll go 2-6 on the road, and they'll go 8-8. It's not the case anymore. This team can travel. Will have guns, will travel, and that's what they are. They have the equipment. They have the guys that can win, and they will travel. They will win some games. They're going to win better than 10 games this year. My fourth best team right now, I'm going to put it down as the Eagles. Okay? This one was close between the Eagles and the Chiefs. I know both teams are really, really good. Both of them, both are in the Super Bowl last year. But I like the Eagles just a little bit better than the Chiefs right now, just due to the fact I think they can get to the quarterback better than the Chiefs can get to the quarterback. And, so that's it. Dolphins, 49ers, Lions, Eagles, Chiefs. Yeah, no Bills. No Buffalo Bills.
You mean you didn't pick Carolina?
I didn't pick Carolina. I didn't pick Dallas either. No.
I'm just teasing.
No.
Carolina hasn't even won yet. So,
no Baltimore. No Buffalo. No Cincinnati. But I feel good about my picks. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
This week in pro football, let me tell you who's playing. I'm not going to tell you who I think's going to win. I'm just going to tell you who's playing this week. Thursday night, tomorrow night, already. Today's Tuesday. That's right. 2 days from now. Jags and the Saints. Jaguars and the Saints. The Jags are a 1-point favorite on the road. We'll see what happens there. Sunday, we got the Falcons at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers 2.5-point favorites. Raiders are 1-point favorite going to the Bears. So the Bears are supposed to have a good close game. A lot of close ones this week. Browns 2.5-point favorites going to the Colts. Commanders a 1.5 favorite going to the Giants. The Lions going to the Ravens. Ravens are 2.5-point favorites in this game. The Bills are 8.5-point favorites going to the Patriots. That's another team that's really just going down the tubes this year, the Patriots. Cardinals going to the Seahawks. Seahawks are 7-point favorites. Steelers going to the Rams. The Rams are a 3-point favorite. Chargers going to the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are a 6-point favorite. Packers, they're a 1.5 favorite going to Denver to play the Broncos. Then we got the Sunday night game. Dolphins heading to Philly, where I'm heading this weekend. The Eagles are a 2.5-point favorite there. And then Monday night, the 49ers, 7.5-point favorites going to Minnesota. Got some big games in college football this week. Penn State, Ohio State. That should be a real good game. Tennessee, Alabama. I think it'll be another close game. Washington State, Oregon. Michigan State. Michigan State has really been on a whirlpool going downwards, but we'll see. Duke and Florida State, they're playing each other. Clemson, Miami, they're playing one another. Utah, USC, UCLA, Stanford, and Arizona State at Washington. Top 6 highest odds as of right now for guest picker on game day. I don't watch pickers on game day. I don't watch ESPN very much at all. I'm watching actually right now Fox Sports One, FS1. Um, if you can beat me this week, okay, somebody want to come on and make their picks with me, I'll offer it for 5 more minutes. Which we'll do. We'll do all the NFL picks and 10 college games. And if you can beat me, okay, you will get you'll get um, Demolition Derby, Play.com's Demolition Derby, and if you can beat me, and I'll also shave my mustache and beard. I'll shave. So not only will I get rid of this, I will. You'll get Plays.com's Demolition Derby. That's offered 4 more minutes. You have to come on live on camera with me, and you have to beat me. And if you can do that, the game will be sent to you. So you need to come on pretty quick if you want to do it. 3 more minutes, about 3.5 more minutes. And Stephen A. Smith, this is his top 5 this week. He likes the Lions best: 49ers, Dolphins, Chiefs, then the Eagles. So, yeah. 49ers, I got them at number 2. Yeah. I agree with him there. That's about it. Niners are tough. Niners are going to be really tough to beat this year. I still got about 2 more minutes, and then me and Bob, we're going to go on our way for lunchtime. Bob, what's for lunch today, Bob?
I don't know. I might make me some minute steak sandwiches, subs, or something. I'm not sure.
I got you.
Or a hamburger or something like that. Buddy.
I got you. Nothing wrong with that. Parents probably come out tomorrow. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens there. Thinking about having them out here with me tonight, but we got picks coming on, and then we got the Phillies coming on. Phillies are off tomorrow, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
Out here. Yeah, maybe it'll warm up a notch or two, too. I mean, it's like 62, 63. It's nice for me to be outside. Not nice for Dad right now.
No.
A little too cool for you, too?
Yeah, 57 degrees. That's a little too cool for me right now.
Yeah. Perfect golfing weather for me, but my clubs may be away for the year now. I don't know. We'll see about that. Got about a minute and a half left. If anybody wants to step up and play, pick him against Rob for Demolition Derby by Play.com. If you beat me, you get it straight up. You don't have to do anything. Dolphins, Niners, Eagles, Chiefs, and Lions. So Alex does not like the Lions much as I do.
Everybody's picking the same team, so.
Yeah, Lions did beat the Chiefs earlier in the year, their first game of the year in Kansas City too. You got to take that into consideration.
Yep.
So we will see. Got about 45 more seconds. Doesn't look like anybody's going to take me up on my challenge this week. If not, it moves over to next week. If somebody would like to challenge me next week with the games, I'll be around, and I will go against you, and we'll see who can beat me maybe. You win Play.com's Demolition Derby. If you come on here live and can beat me in college and pro, all you got to do is have a better record for the week than me. That's it. No one jumped on it. It looks like it's 12:30, and no one did jump on it. Hey, Bob, I want to wish you a nice Tuesday afternoon.
You too.
You're gonna be watching some baseball tonight?
Probably so.
Yeah. Comes on 8:07 Eastern time, guys. If you're on the West Coast, 5:07. Starts at live. I want to say Fox. I want to say maybe I think college football has got Liberty playing tonight. They're at home tonight. So Yeah, and I actually was offered like a half price ticket, but I've never been to see Liberty play before.
Hmm.
If wife ever wanted to go over there, I'd love to. I would love to because they're 7-0 right now, or 6-0 right now. They're trying to become 7-0. So we'll see what happens there. You all have a great, great week. For Rob, you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and do join us at McBrien's channel tonight for the Pick'em show. Okay, have a great
All
one.
right.
God